Welcome to Oren's. Apologies for the last video, as I didn't really have much time to devote to quality checks, but I'll make sure this video is fine for uploading.
Look! There's a bottle sitting right where we want to put the resonance tracer.
I'm not exactly sure why we need this exact spot just here, but hey ho.
Who the...
Hello.
Excuse me, I hate to disturb you, but you're standing where I need to set up my resonance tracer.
Feed us the dates of fasting. Feed us.
Sounds like they're hungry, Sugar Pop.
Now, to progress, we have to accept. I don't know any other way of progressing through this.
Where shall I find this fruit you require?
The Oasis of the seasons. Do you accept the challenge?
I do if you swear to move and allow me to use my equipment upon my return.
Agreed. You must bring the dates of fasting. 6 pieces for 6 Jinn. So that your journey to the Oasis of the seasons will be a swift and pleasant one. We shall summon our flying carpet to take you there.
I think I got it. Finally, some water.
I don't often get out. I'm glad to be away from them for a while.
It talks. It does. Really cute.
At least it didn't call me Sugar Pop. The Jinn are powerful creatures. How long have you obeyed their orders?
Since the beginning of time, we are as old as the universe, the Jinn and I.
They seem quite hungry, your masters. Why can't they feed themselves? Or send you for the dates they need?
I have no hands with which to pick fruit, and they are too proud to gather food.
Your masters, will they honor their word to me?
Yes, cruel and stupid though they are, they honor their word.
I've mentioned before about having one option in the dialogue tree or list. It just seems a bit pointless, but it is what it is.
They do appear a bit gruff, although perhaps a little lacking in mental agility. I wonder that they do not rule this world.
Like all things, they have their limits. They know if they get too unruly, Sheik Dwister would take their magic turban, and with the words juniper and return, send them back to their bottle.
Now, I'm not sure whether we need all of these fruits, but I'm going to collect them all anyway. And each piece of fruit has a different symbol on them. Oh, this time he actually walked towards it. Usually he gets caught on one of these trees. And one thing that I didn't do last time is this.
Ah, cool, refreshing water.
Okay, let's head back. Unfortunately, I don't know if we can talk to the magic carpets again. No, we can't.
Feed us! You have returned with the dates! Feed us!
Patience, I'll give you these dates I brought with me.
Now to solve this puzzle here, we have 6 Jinn and a ton of fruit. And we need to give them 6 correct pieces of fruit. But as you've noticed, there is no hint. They give us no indication of what they desire. They are all the same apart from being different coloured outfits. Now, if we delve further into things, we can access the PDA. And down here, it's a lovely shade of green. I'm guessing to emulate Jester's projection. So, let's check the Jinn out further. As you can see here, it doesn't really give us much information on what kind of dates they would like. And after digging around, if we go to the holidays section, it lists a great many different religious holidays and celebrations. And if we go to places like Baha'i, we have this 9-sided star. Eel's faith has this burning man. Lent comes up with the cross. Passover has the unleavened bread. Ramadan has the pillars. And Shiratri has the lotus. But there are other holidays in here, but the only link I can see is that the images that we have seen in these entries are also on the fruit. Well, some of the fruit. For example, we have the unleavened bread just here. It doesn't matter which one we give it to, it always has the same result.
We are still hungry. Feed us more of the dates of fasting.
Patience, I'll give you these dates I brought with me.
And I'm pretty sure we can progress. We don't really need to set up the resonance tracer. It's a handy guide to have to point us in the right direction. But I believe we can actually progress without using this. Because if we give the Jinn a wrong piece of fruit, they will kneel down, lose their turban, and refuse any further fruit. And denies us from setting up this tracer. So anyway, let's continue on.
We are still hungry. Feed us more of the dates of fasting.
Patience, I'll give you these dates I brought with me.
And I believe this is the lotus flower.
We are still hungry. Feed us more of the dates of fasting.
Patience, I'll give you these dates I brought with me.
And this is the burning man.
We are still hungry. Feed us more of the dates of fasting.
Patience, I'll give you these dates I brought with me.
And what is this one? Oh. Well, I guess it could be quite confusing as we do have the clover here, which could signify St. Patrick's Day.
We are still hungry. Feed us more of the dates of fasting.
Patience, I'll give you these dates I brought with me.
Good man. You have fulfilled your part of the bargain. We shall now return to our bottle.
Actually, saying that, I'm not sure if we fail this, whether we can take the bottle and the magic carpet. I'll have to explore this when I record more footage. Okay, we are done here. I don't think we need to return.
My kingdom for an ice cube.
And this is the first example where we are able to travel to different worlds in the same pocket universe. But we will head towards here a bit later on. Firstly, let's check out Oren's itself. We have to be very careful here. The first two rocks fall into place, the third one, I believe, disappears, and the fourth one kills us. And just like the bomb in the main area of herbs, you can weave away past it, but it's very hit or miss, and you're more likely to be crushed. But you can do it.
Shade. At last.
To bypass the rocks, we need an extra item, which we will pick up soon enough. And here, we're just going to look around. Now, this beast will kill us if we get too close. There is a reason why we are doing this, and we will find that out soon enough. You may notice that this man is able to move without the aid of, it seems like, bottled time.
Why, that man is not in stasis. He must have a supply of bottled time.
I do indeed, stranger to our sands. Arabou the trader learned long ago that it is always wiser to be prepared. It would not do to be caught like the rest of these poor fools.
Then you know what's happened here. But it looks as if you are without sight.
Blind, yes. Still, knowledge does not enter the mind from the eyes alone. The silence about us is deep. It told me of the stasis. Indeed, stranger, knowledge has a value all its own. I collect it as I collect other trinkets for possible resale. For example, I know that you saved one of Dwister's men while you were on herbs. Since you were generous to a member of my world, I will reward you with what gold I can.
Thank you, Arabou. I see that knowledge does indeed have value.
So he does have bottled time. I'm guessing the ring around us is just a helpful indication of how far it actually extends from my body.
Arabou, would you show me your wares? Perhaps we can trade.
I would be delighted, but I warn you, this blind man has eyes for things of value.
I feel certain that you do. Now, what do you have?
For you, my friend, I have an unusual but interesting offer. I have sandals and information. Proper attire is very important in the desert. I notice that you lack sandals. The pair I am wearing permit the wearer greater speed in the desert. They also keep the sand from burning your feet.
Well, my boots keep the sand from burning my feet, but I'm interested in special properties. How much do they cost?
Either a flying carpet, a bottle of time, or a gin bottle. I'll be generous and trade you both sandals for any one of those items.
I believe I will trade with you on that.
Then pay the price, and the trade is made. Oh, I have a liberal exchange policy. If you need to return something, you can trade back my original item.
We definitely need those sandals. And we definitely need these carpets and bottle. We may as well trade bottle time as we have plenty of them. Yes, this confused me originally as I wasn't exactly sure that we received them originally, but they just go straight into inventory without any sort of vocal prompts.
Hello, Arabou. I just thought I'd stop by and see if you had any new wares.
No, I believe I have nothing new to trade.
Arabou, I need to make an exchange. I find that I need something that I traded away.
I will give you back your item if you return to me my sandals, a flying carpet, a bottle of time, or a gin bottle. My policy is to exchange one for one, except for a gin bottle.
What if I need it back?
Well, there is an emerald camel in the palace treasury. I rather fancy it. I guess I'd exchange the gin bottle if you brought me that.
Well, that's pretty harsh. I mean, we give him a gin bottle, but to get it back, we have to get him the emerald camel?
Now give me my item and I will return yours as soon as I feel what you are returning.
It seems pretty pointless trading bottle time for bottle time, but it's good to know that we can exchange if necessary. I don't think we'll need to.
Hello, Arabou. I just thought I'd stop by and see if you had any new wares.
No, I believe I have nothing new to trade.
Well, we both agree that knowledge is a valuable commodity. Do you have any you would care to trade?
I believe there are few things I can tell you without violating my loyalty to Oren's.
Will you trade information for information?
That is possible. However, what I need most of all is a means of telling truth from falsehood, or of telling an honest man from a trickster. As a blind man, I fear being cheated.
I can't think of any easy way to tell truth from falsehood, Arabou. If it was easy to do, the universe would be a nicer place. In the Oasis where the nomads have their camp, there is a Keter beast. Take care that your bottle time does not activate it.
Such a thing would make short work of a blind man like me. Thank you for the warning. Here, take my flute. It not only charms snakes, but it permits the user to turn into one.
That would certainly come in handy. Thank you very much.
I'm not exactly sure why we would need to turn into a snake, but I guess it's always nice to have the option.
Hello, Arabou. I just thought I'd stop by and see if you had any new wares.
No, I believe I have nothing new to trade.
Well, we both agree that knowledge is a valuable commodity. Do you have any you would care to trade?
I believe there are few things I can tell you without violating my loyalty to Oren's.
Will you trade information for information?
That is possible. However, what I need most of all is a means of telling truth from falsehood, or of telling an honest man from a trickster. As a blind man, I fear being cheated.
I can't think of any easy way to tell truth from falsehood, Arabou. If it was easy to do, the universe would be a nicer place. Best stay away from these pocket universes for a while. I suspect someone is trying to shut down any universe contracted for by God's pockets.
Ah, yes. It does not shock me that such a gang of thieves would attract vengeance upon themselves. But that is all I dare say, and is fair enough return for your warning.
It was nice to meet you, Arabou. Oh, before we do that, these sandals, let's just bypass these rocks with ease. There we go.
The sandals have literally burned themselves out. This is a big bridge. No bones about it. Son of a...
You have been sleeping for 24 hours. This is no time to be sleeping on the job. By the way, the tarantula wandered off.
We haven't lost too much bottle time. There's plenty left in here. Okay, how do we... Okay, there we go. And I believe the only place we can... Oh, we can go this way.
I hope that feather is the only thing falling. I can't use that here. I can't use that here.
Okay, so we have no indication of what the feather actually does at this point.
Shade. At last.
So we need to use this feather on this pool of water.
The oasis is now frozen over. It appears strong enough to hold my weight.
But I'm not exactly sure on the indication that this actually needs to be used here. I mean, how do you even discover this? Now, we need to give this beast a wide berth, as I have walked across here before and activated the beast by accident. There we go.
Shade. At last.
I feel all backwards.
And we are all backwards. We are currently moonwalking.
Ah, it's good to be normal again. Ooh, spider webs.
Oh dear. Now there are two ways we can get across, and both ways we need to use this magic wand. And when we use it on a web,
The web is now stronger and stickier.
we can now walk across. And we need to do this on each individual web to get across here. But the problem is, something nasty lives in this hole, so we have to go the long way around. Or we could just save some time.
Hey, maybe I can be a wall crawler.
And just do this.
The webbing has collected so much dust that it's useless now. Oh, swell. A maze. Huh.